tired and you say no, you are not tired, and that means you are going to do additional 2
No, we are going to continue. He knows your strength. And one thing is that we must have that mental toughness, the warrior mentality, the warrior mentality of going into the ring and come out with victory. Not that you go into the ring and when you are hit with a punch and you say, hey Charlie, I want to retrieve, I want to come back. I mean, some of the punches, when he gets you, your mental, everything will tell you, Charlie, stop. This one will kill you, stop. But if you have the warrior mentality and the zeal of finishing, you'll be able to stand and come again.
You know, we will get into a fight that will be happening this coming Wednesday in Australia. That is going to be a cruiserweight contest between Jai Opatia and David Nika. And that is another crucial fight because Jai Opatia wants to show the world that when he fought with Bredis, it was not just a fluke. You know, he fought through that fight with a broken jaw, but he was able to make it out there victorious. So Jai Opatia wants to make a big statement to the world that when it gets to the cruiserweight division, he is a king there. So as David Nika, also an unknown boxer who is undefeated and unbeaten, he's coming up to challenge Jai Opatia in the cruiserweight division there. We have some clips, we have some pictures, and even the tail of the tape, and that is what we are going to start with. Jai Opatia on the left, David Nika on the right. There we have the tail of the tape there. Jai Opatia 26 wins and David with 10 wins there. 20 KOs for Jai Opatia and 9 KOs for David Nika. 6'2" height for Opatia, 6'6" for David Nika, and 76 reach for Opatia, 78 for David. Age 29 years of age for both boxers. One is from Australia, Jai Opatia, and the other, David Nika, is coming from New Zealand. This is the fight we have on our hands coming this Wednesday. Bernardo.
And why? I can tell you for a fact that this is going to be a great fight. I mean, Opatia, if you know him very well, he has taken over the cruiserweight division as well as the Ring magazine. He's one of the toughest. You know, he hosts IBF, and I keep telling you,
He's the IBF and he has the Ring magazine as well.
And whoever owns IBF is not a boxer who relax. You always, IBF will be pushing you to fight.
Bernardo, sorry to cut you there, but viewers, if you want to know the difference between these two boxers, Jai Opatia is the boxer in the black shirt there, and David Nika is the challenger boxer in the white t-shirt there, with Eddie Hearn standing in between them. Bernardo.
So I think it's too early for Nika to face Opatia.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
He believes that he can.
Yeah, he believes.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm telling you because...
Okay, let's look at the tweets the two of them are having there.
Yeah.
David Nika is saying that I'm coming to take your crown. I'm sorry. I appreciate you as an athlete and a champion. It's my job to knock you off your block. Then Jai Opatia also says that, all right, let's go then. Your opponent is never your enemy. I know David. He is a good dude, but now he's in the way. I've got so much stuff to take care of. So many people rely on me. He's in my way of doing that, so I've got to remove him.
Yeah, they know themselves very well.
Okay.
I think they stay in the same.
I mean, Australia, area. New Zealand, it's just like a family.
Yeah, like a family thing. And they've been sparring together.
Okay.
And Opatia has been sparring with Nyanka for so many times, and so they know each other and know the dynamite and all the arsenals that each other have. But then, I can tell you for a fact that Opatia has a lot of experience. I mean, when we went to Saudi Arabia, we saw him in the ring and his antics and the way he will be able to stand and then deliver the punch. No, he's a southpaw too, and so you know when you are even fighting with a southpaw, you know that you can never escape all the punches. The southpaw thing will still have to materialize, have to come into play. And notwithstanding that Yanka is one of the good boxers too, he has a very good, rich amateur record.
Okay.
I mean, He won gold in the Commonwealth Games in 2014 and 2018 respectively.
Wow.
And then he went to the summer.
He's not a small
He's
boxer.
not a small boxer at all. But I told you that, look, IBF has a way of pushing you prematurely into the title. And look, I can tell that issue even have to relax a little before meeting Opatia.
Okay,
Opatia
so
is one of the...
Bernardo, do you know something? We have something on the screen there, and I want viewers to also have a feel of, the brawling nature that is going on there between Jai Opatia and David Enenka. Let's enjoy it and come back.
I've got just as much heart, just as much grit as Jai. Jai obviously has the experience that I don't possess, and I'm going to prove to everybody in 48 hours the capability that I have and the ability to become the new cruiserweight world champion.
They've all believed that this is their time to become a world champion. Just like I believe this is another stepping stone to my journey to greatness, to becoming the undisputed. But without getting the job done on the 8th, it all means nothing. So I must win.
I think I can beat anybody, put anybody in front of me. I've worked with the best cruiserweights, the best heavyweights in the world. I can beat anybody. I've prepared for this for the last 15 years. I never aimed any lower than the top. So this is just my opportunity, my chance to prove to the world exactly why I'm here.
This is his chance to become a world champion. This is what us boys strive for our whole lives, our whole career. If I know he's willing to dig deep, because this is what we wait for. We wait for these opportunities, but I'm ready for it. I've been in his shoes. I know where he's coming from, and I've still got that hunger. So wherever this goes, let's go there.
I've got just as much dog as Jai, and he knows that. He knows that I come to fight. It's whatever he wants to do, whatever transpires on the night. I'm here for it. This is going to be an instant classic, I believe, and whatever he wants to bring, whatever I bring on the night, I'm not giving anything away, but this is going to be, I believe we're going to go through the gears, it'll be a chess match, it'll be a dog fight, but I really feel like this is the fight to make today, and Sin Cara wasn't going to pose a threat to Jai.
Right, so that we heard from Jai Opatia and David Enenka there. That was some calm nature of trading words. One is talking out of confidence, obviously, is David Enenka. And you look at Jai Opatia, he's calm, collected, and he has the experience on his side.
He knows where he's coming from.
Let me come to you, Derek. I mean, just straightforward. We've seen Jai Opatia fight with crack boxers, and he has won, and he's unbeaten and undefeated, having an IBF and Ring Magazine cruiserweight title. And these are the two titles that is on the line against David Enenka. David Enenka on the other side, as Bernardo said, rich experience in his amateur days, fought 10, won all, unbeaten, quite have that confidence nature from his side, and he's saying that whatever thing Jai Opatia brings on board, he's ready to go with him. Who is going to win, Derek?
Well, it's not as easy to predict this particular fight as much as Jai is the obvious favorite.
Okay.
But then, if you are walking on the street of New Zealand and you get a call from Hen saying that there's a fight for you at this level,
okay,
you should know what's earlier or before then. It was not David who was supposed to fight.
Yes.
It was a substitute to the one who was supposed to. But it's also a learning. I mean, my brother has done a lot with the fight, but let me talk around. It's also a learning ground for our boxers.
Okay.
David has just 3 stars, and Jai has 5.
5 stars.
Wow.
You understand? Yeah. It means that if you have 3 stars in Ghana today, you should know that one day, some way, somewhere, anytime you must be ready.
Okay.
The confidence of Davis, if you follow him, is saying that he's almost always prepared to fight at the highest level.
Okay.
So within 2 weeks, because he's been training and preparing for anybody, knowing that one day he will get the opportunity, he's prepared to fight.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, David has speed, he has punch. So yes, we can talk about unfortunately, we can talk about his inexperience in the professional ranks.
Okay.
Where is that only 1 12-rounder?
Wow.
Just once, and 1 10-rounder. You understand? It means that when you come to go in the extra round, he doesn't have the experience.
Okay.
And last year, Jai fought a 12 round, 12 where he won 117, 111 over the 3 this year. And then I think so he did 2 fights last year.
Okay.
David too did 2 fights last year. So we were all busy in 2024. Yeah. Fortunately for the India Cup. So it's not going to be that easy fight for any of them. But we still know that Jai is a much more experienced. He is the one coming with the title and will do everything to ensure he takes his title back home. But then there can be a surprise. Seriously, there can be a surprise. I like the confidence of Davis, and if you followed him, you will know that it's not just a pushover. It's not a boxer that can just come and.
So you are going for Jai Opatia?
Not necessarily, but I don't want us to just brush him aside. He's capable of matching Jai, and I mean David is capable of matching Jai, but it will not be that easy. It will not be that easy.
Derek wants to play it safe. He's saying that David has the capabilities to match with Jai Opatia, but I'm sure some part of his body is rooting for Jai Opatia, but he's just playing it safe. Let me go to Bernardo. For Bernardo, the say it. Bernardo, how about you? Jai Opatia, David Nika.
I was so calm because I mean, if you've not been to boarding house, you don't know how borders behave. And so he was telling you that he has been there before, and you know the enthusiasm and the anxiousness that David is bringing on board.
Okay.
And he believed that he should take time and then he would deliver. You know, boxing is a noble art of self-defense.
Yeah.
And it's also a sweet science.
Yeah.
If you're able to come out with your plans very well and it works for you, that is good for you.
Yeah.
But I believe that if this fight should have traveled to the 12th round, then Opatia is going to win.
All right. Thank you very much. Bernardo is saying that if it travels to the 12 distance, Jai Opatia is going to take that win there. So that is how we wrap it up with the foreign front of a boxing arena show on Max Television. We'll turn a bit around, and when we are back, we descend on the local terms of boxing. We'll be right back after this break.
I'm here for it. This is going to be an instant classic, I believe. And whatever he wants to bring, whatever I bring on the night, I'm not giving anything away. But this is going to be, I believe, we're going to go through the gears. You know, it'll be a chess match, it'll be a dog fight. But I really feel like this is the fight to make today. And Sin Cara wasn't going to pose a threat to Jai.
Right, so that we heard from Jai Opatia and David Aninka there. That was some calm nature of trading words. One is talking out of confidence. Obviously, it's David Aninka. And you look at Jai Opatia, he's calm, collected, and he has the experience on his side.
He knows where he's coming from.
Let me come to you, Derek. Derek, I mean, just straightforward. We've seen Jai Opatia fight with crack boxers, and he has won, and he's unbeaten and undefeated, having an IBF and Ring Magazine cruiserweight title, and these are the 2 titles that is on the line against David Ninka. David Ninka on the other side, as Bernardo said, rich experience in his amateur days, fought 10, won all, unbeaten, quite have that confidence nature from his side, and he's saying that whatever thing Jai Opatia brings on board, he's ready to go with him. Who is going to win, Derek?
Well, it's not as easy to predict this particular fight as much as Jai is the obvious favorite.
Okay.
But then, if you are walking on the street of New Zealand and you get a call from Hen saying that there's a fight for you at this level,
okay,
you should know what's, you know, earlier or before then, it was not David Ninka who was supposed to fight.
Yes.
It was a substitute to the one who was supposed to. But it's also a learning. I mean, my brother has done a lot with the fight. But let me talk around. It's also
Beautiful. Welcome back from the quick commercial break. You're still watching Boxing Arena on Max Television. My name is Nana Yaw Takyi Anderson. Derek is here with me and Bernardo is here with me. Now we are descending into the local terms of boxing, where we look at the Bell 7-Star Professional Boxing League. Note that on the 18th of this month, January 2025, we are coming to you live at the Bukum Boxing Arena with a Fight Night 10 of the Bell 7-Star Professional Boxing League, and it is promoted by IMAX Boxing Promotion. Now we start off with how Abu Kamoko exploited in his first professional boxing on the Legacy Bell promotion there. Let me come to Derek and Bernard. Abu Kamoko, we all know he's the son of Brahma Kamoko, and his nickname
Ambitious
Tilapia. The last time he came here and I asked him that how is training going, and he told me that it's not easy. He's not sleeping. He's making sure that every time he's training, because his first professional boxing career or professional boxing fight is something that can make or make him, and you need to make out a big statement there. He came into the ring and he did what he's supposed to do. Bernard, you were there at that night. The Legacy Rise boxing promotion. Good work they did. Abu Kamoko, let's talk about him. His first pro. What was your impression about his first professional boxing bout?
Well, thank you so much. This is a guy who is gradually making history in the boxing fraternity. Because he had just first amateur boxing and he won silver for Ghana. And then just after his amateur fight, he joined the professionals and he had his debut. He has his debut when there's a presence of the newly elected president, the son, and all big dignitaries, as Anderson and co were there. I understand how he was so anxious, wanted to win, because this is his first time. And I believe that he delivered and delivered well. But then most of his punches were wayward because he wanted to make a statement. He wanted to register his name.
Bernardo, can you repeat the statement you just made again? You said something was a bit wayward.
Yes, most of his punches have to go wayward and it's not going straight to the target.
Thank you very much, Bernardo. That comes to what I want us to highlight on Abu Kamoko's first professional debut. Let's talk about his ring generalship. Let's talk about how he selects his punches. Let's talk about how he reads his opponent to time him and counter his opponent. These are the 3 or 4 things I want us to discuss on Abu Kamoko. For viewers, if you don't know Abu Kamoko, he is the boxer in the white trunks taking on his opponent in the boxer black and yellow trunks there. So Abu Kamoko is the boxer in the white trunks there. Bernardo, let's go with those highlighted things I want us to talk about.
For the boxing IQ, I can give him about 80% of boxing IQ because his ringmanship and the way he moved towards the target tells you that this is the boxer who is determined and wanted to punch and punch well. But his punch selections sometimes go in a way that even if the opponent is not even ready. You understand? You must target the opponent and make sure that your punch goes straight to the target. And therefore, you will not come and then just be winding your hands and throw a punch which will not go to the right place. And that one, when it happens like that, you get tired early because your punches will be going wayward and it's not getting to the target. When your punches normally goes to the target, then you have the confidence of throwing and throwing more. His movement into the ring, into the target opponent is superb. He moves well and come in, but the delivering becomes the problem. Because when you are deliver, you make sure that you deliver and deliver well and then punch into the target area, select it well. You understand? But I believe and I understand where it's coming from, because this is his first time in the ring and in the bigger stage, like legacy promotion. It tells you that no, this is not just a joke. If you are a boxer and this is your debut and you are entering into the ring with a lot of great personalities like our own president or president-elect there, the Azuma Nelson, former Hall of Famer, IBF champion Joshua Clottey, and other lovers of boxing, commentators of boxing are all there. You want to do and do more. And therefore, if you don't take time, most of your punches will go wayward. So understand him.
Most of the punches are going to go wayward, and that is where Bernardo, being a coach and a trainer, the first time of Abu Kamoko getting into his professional debut, some of the punches were going wayward there, and Bernardo is saying that he understands because that's his first time tasting the professional side there. Derek Hus, let me come to you. Quick one, touch on Abu Kamoko. Was it that his mentality was going for the knockout? That is why we saw that his punches were a bit going wayward on his first professional debut.
Well, I think that in his bid to show off, let me put it that way, then he committed all those errors. But then we can pardon him because that is his first professional fight. Let me tell you something. Some people or most boxers fight their first professional fight of big strains like this. They are walked into so what we call small shows. So not a big area like like what happened the boxing arena. Not just an ordinary show, but the legacy rise show where you have a lot of international people, quality people who understand, and mass television is hearing it. So he wanted to make a statement, make a show of himself, and that is one thing. It must be told that in boxing there are things that you look at. There are certain things that you have to do, regardless of whatever you are taught in the gym. That is what you have to come and exhibit. Because seriously, this is apart from all those people who came to watch him. If you are a father who has delivered before, he puts pressure. Remember we saw Azuma's son coming to fight with the father sitting there. You could just see that somebody I knew has the quality. He was also throwing some punches that he did not understand. Because the father was there. He wanted to make a show of himself. You understand? And at the end of the day, so these guys, I mean, they are working on a very difficult part where their fathers have delivered, and for that matter, they must also do something to show that yes, they can do but he must be told. Somebody must speak with him and let him know that you are not your father. You have your part, you have your own part to create and to work on that. But fortunately for him, he has some good management behind him, and when he trains like he said he's training, and then he gets things right, when he gets into the ring, no time for joke, I believe that he will go places. But it was not that bad for somebody who is having his first professional but on a big stage like this.
All right. So this is what I want us to dwell on. Bernardo, you a coach, you're a trainer, and you've been in the boxing scheme for quite a long time. So as Derek too, you've been in the boxing scheme for quite a long time. Just one or two or three advice for our younger brother, that is Abu Kamoko, his first pro debut, We've seen small lapses there, but a little advice that he can also take note of.
Yeah.
That in his subsequent games or boxing bout, he will just tighten it a bit and work on it, and we can see a very, very beautiful performance from Abu Kamoko. He is a potential.
Yeah.
So just some small advice to touch on.
Yeah, okay. So Abu Kamoko, ambitious Lapia has to work on his stamina.
Okay.
And then he has to work on his point selection. Okay. He has a very good job. I can tell you for a fact from where I sit. And so he should work on it. Abu Kamoko,
yeah.
Yeah. About him, work your fitness level. Kona bene open chisel and walk well ojuba. Oja very good. Oh wait, no, your cock up after match PP about all. Orani Jabba, but steady more I quote it. Look what they jabo, steady more Joshua Crotty. Do feel, no kefta, oh papa, then a receiver punches, they deliver. Because oh papa, very good boxer. It was on your faith mole. She tuned me Samu Otu to Mabu. Kacho to Mumuko. Do feel. Coach boss a fan box at Juloni. If you feel, because the boss is a Friday, no yam. O first debine, Obamodiwa, she need be come feel. Ka Obanyo o feel fit leva more now. It was Miamoyabu.
Miamo o here. How Abu Kamoko. Derek. I don't go on that.
If you ask me to advise him, I would say that he should get serious.
Okay.
Boxing is a serious business. You know, their father is a fun type, so they all copy it, and they you know, like this. When you get into the ring, there are no space for some of these things. Okay. Get serious. When you finish, you can do. When you win the fight, you can do all the skirmishes you want to do.
Yeah.
So for me, on my KG, boxing I swear. No ke baring game no eyin ado ke ke ba fita no ifta ke o train ojogba abana o stamina me no je no ke mi ageshin o train ba ko train mana agbene nwe wo le no ni emi se ni yo je me ni ba wale no ke box ni ba no no box ejeyin dey no box dane oba na me amen share amen ya men ba no if you focus e nyanjo me na kan nyanjo me le e ani nyanjo ba ni nyanjo me fen achomo ni acheme alo aba ni
coach self
ke eyin do dey no jogba na kele share ni sane share e papa share sane le e ke fun yan ke ba nye sheje
okay
bona ponte papa na word start to say they no na na kan word is we ba nye na no e bomo dia keshi e ba mo emusu e ba train odugba e ke yin ba do ni ke ewe eye mo fian mo ba wa le because ye gbe
e ba be fake machine
mo gbe ke we eye
father of labor
abawale all right, thank you very much Derek and Bernardo, thank you very much. But now let's switch our attention a bit into our novella lovers. You know that Max TV, it is sport, entertainment, and more. And novella lovers, we have something beautiful for you which is coming soon. And I just want you to watch this. This is just a teaser for you. The novella lovers, watch this.
Hello! Mommy, no what to say?
Mafia no papa yankasa.
Mommy, who's Suana? Hello, what you know money so? Mommy!
Everybody yankupon. I didn't see what Hano Carlos. Me and Fanny Koya is Sabia. When you know your phone so. Elisobia who went away. Elisobia. No, so was the washing machine no more. Moja mumma. Koya so. What to be beyond Juma? And yes, so be biano. Piatumu, Piatu Menanumu. I'll be on who a track wine. Debbie.
Oh, Pharaoh. Miss Olivia Salvation, ni baba na me. Me share nim so betimi aka ne to na kyerɛ me.
Sɛnea yɛn hwehwɛ mu na da na di no. Ɔmo yɛ hyɛ som be wi agudi a ɛyɛ dona shelo dia.
Mr. Riza Bosse, be hwehwɛ no.
Me pese me hu ani ade
So novella lovers, get ready to view this blockbuster novella movie, which is called Dirty Linen, and is coming soon on Max Television. You know, we've showed Brothers, we've showed General's Daughter, but this particular one, Dirty Linen, is one blockbuster movie that you can't afford to miss. So novella lovers, make sure you keep this on your calendars. Coming soon on Max Television. My name is Nana Yaw Takyi Anderson. Hopefully Friday we meet again. Bye for now.